Hello and welcome back to
Fabulously Unfiltered.
our podcast. I'm Christopher John.
I'm Sherry.
So, Cherry, you've turned up at my house. You're excited. I'm going to go for it. What you got for me? How's your week?
Do you know what? I'm not necessarily excited, but I'm really impressed with myself,
Uh-huh.
right? I've been writing things down all week and I'm highly caffeinated, right? So I literally messaged him earlier and I was like, I don't even want to talk to you.
No.
I turned up and I was like, no.
Get the camera on.
If I start talking to you now, the pod will be shit.
This late night filming again, but your energy is something.
Okay, well, my energy's something because I got laid earlier. So we are unfiltered.
Yes, we are unfiltered. You know, one of my friends said to me, I was talking to one of my friends on the podcast, and they're like, well, I think if you probably didn't swear as much or like you sensed it out, you'd probably get like more a kind of view in. And I was like, that's practically impossible.
I can't do that.
It's going to be impossible.
I can't do that. We're a minute in. I've run out. So I got laid earlier. So
What else has gone on for you this week?
right.
Go on.
I'm all over the place this week. So today in the office, one of the girls was like, what is up with you? Like, you're really like, your mood's flat. And I'm not even talking like pancake flat. I'm talking like a crepe flat,
Uh-huh.
right? And I was like, I'm normally such a positive person. I am. But obviously this week's been a bit up, down, up, down, up, down for me personally and the world. And I feel like I just take it on my shoulders a little bit. So I've just got like all these topics floating around my head and I'm like prepping for the pod and I got it at midnight last night after my mother-in-law's meal. Definitely had some wines and was a bit delicate this morning. And then sort of like I finished work and I went and got a pedicure.
Nice.
Yeah. So that boosted my mood. I've got pink, I've got no circulation in my feet
Cute.
whatsoever
Wow.
after my accident. So I'm currently the transgender flag. I'm pink and blue.
You are.
My toes are pink. My foot is blue. Yeah, and then I got home and I was like, right, okay, I've got like half an hour or something before I eat kids. I'm gonna get washed on, set and the other. I'm gonna like run around like a lunatic. Current Beyonce rocks up, got distracted. And then I was like, shit, I've got like 5 minutes
Uh-huh.
to go and get the kids. Where's the car key? Where's the fucking car key? Yeah, I managed to lock the car key in the boot of the car.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was fun. And I literally just got back on, launched my kids into bed.
Tommy once was taken, there's a lovely like little forest where like about 5-10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
And I was at work and I got a phone call.
I've got a lady Susan on
I thought this would be a good idea today.
I just distracted by
The ladies Susan.
spin.
And I got a phone call at work and it was Tommy. And I thought, why is he calling my work? And never does. And I could hear the car going off. I'm thinking, oh my God, he's had a car crash. What happened was he loaded the car up with the dogs, had the keys in the car, went to close the front door. Margot sat on the keys and they locked themselves in the car and then set the alarm off.
Fucking hell.
And he was calling me to be like, do you know anyone who has a spare key to our house?
Yay!
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know if you were living here yet.
Might not have been.
No, but so the guys were just like running around the car and they were locked in. So anyway, carry on. It was fun.
Yeah, so look, okay, from the car. But then, right, so I got back with the keys. And you know how like 6 o'clock news is like a religion in my house for my other half. You told me that this week there's a special day.
Yeah.
And then something pops up in the news and I got really angry and really like hacked up about that.
Right.
I won't lie, a lot of my topics are what's hot in the news this week and I'm going to try and keep it as light and fun. But the pod's unfiltered, so unapologetically, I'm probably not going to be able to do that. So what is it this week?
So this week we are going to celebrate National Pets Day.
Which I love.
Hence our t-shirts.
My dog said you're a hoe.
Yeah, my dog said you're a hoe. Sherry got this for me. It's all my birthday present.
I did say I a little bit.
Matching. And when I saw that it was National Pet Day, I was like, oh my God, perfect opportunity.
Well, it's Saturday, and it's actually my sister-in-law's birthday on Saturday, and she's like the biggest animal lover ever. So it just feels appropriate.
Goes out nicely. I think it's like, and she's a bitch.
No, she's actually not. I've only got one sister-in-law. So I couldn't even disguise that if she was. No. I actually love her, so it's fine. I really do love her.
I do. Like, I saw your, was this on Instagram?
Yeah, I posted it.
And I was like, I need one of those.
Naturally, I ordered.
And it's actually really soft.
It is really good.
I like.
Very pleased with this.
Sorry, love, continue.
But yeah, so if you've been living under a rock, the news headlines this week have been phenomenal. I've actually lost sleep over some of them. But this one really grinded my gears that this situation had happened. And off the back of that, I've done something a little bit spontaneous. I mean, imagine.
Start at the beginning.
Right. So,
This is like a one.
has anyone seen, because if you have, I want thoughts on this, right? The RSPCA posted a photo.
Right.
Have you seen it?
No, this is sad.
This is sad, right? It caused such an uproar. I'm going to show you it.
Aye.
It caused such an uproar because they were accused of it being AI.
Right.
So then these guys from the RSPCA were on the news and they were like, it's just too horrific not to post and make everyone aware of situations like this, but it's definitely not AI.
Right.
They found over 200 of these babies in a domestic environment. So this was someone's home and they're, I know,
God.
I know,
Okay.
they're doodles. So they're poodle crosses.
Because they're popular, aren't they?
I know, but I think there's only 247 of them.
So basically, to describe this photo, there is a very dirty, derelict building, and it's absolutely packed to the brim with these little doggies, and they look filthy.
I know. Picture like, you know that scene in 101 Dalmatians where like they lift the curtain back and there's like 101 of them. It's kind of that, but there's 247. I might have that incorrect.
So
I know.
Like backyard breeders?
No, apparently it was a family situation that had gone awry. I'm not quite sure about that.
So like a hoarder of dogs.
Yeah, I have no idea. But there's dogs literally sitting in like a fire, like a derelict fire old thing, and a cupboard, and it's heartbreaking. So anyway, off the back of that, these guys were they had one of them that they've rescued. No, beautiful baby, all clean and fresh and healthy and lovely. And they said that up and down the country, they have now got all of these dogs. So I was like, oh my God, now I'm on one. I'm like, right, okay. Dogs Trust. Off I go. I've registered to adopt. I've registered to adopt a dog. You can't specify with Dogs Trust anymore. They kind of match it to you.
Yes.
You can favour. So I favourited 2 in Basildon and then a couple of these gorgeous little doodles in Cardiff. So if I'm doing a road trip anytime soon, guys, it's because my family is growing.
But I did not expect that. Because
I know.
You've got Rogie Bear.
I've got my little Rogie Bear.
Who cost a fortune.
No, she's a walking dead girl. But
she is.
Me and Mother Half, we've talked about this on and off probably for about a year.
Okay.
Do we or don't we get another one?
And
we kind of got to the point, I was like, I don't want to go and buy another dog or, seek breeders and all that rubbish. I don't want to do it. Obviously, I got Rogie from you, so that's different.
I called you your problems.
I follow lots of different doggy adoption pages on Instagram, like, the ones that have been like left on the streets of Romania in a cardboard box. And I'm like, I need you in my life. But I follow all of them and I'm registered with all these people like years ago. But what you find is when you want to adopt a dog, you kind of hit a brick wall when it's like, I've got children and I've already got a dog.
Yeah. When I was looking to get a dog, and I looked through all the adoption agencies first, and the biggest problem I had is that I had Willow, my cat.
Yeah.
And they were like, not cat tested or can't live with cats.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, it wasn't that they were aggressive towards cats, they just don't test them. So they're just, it's better to be safe than sorry. You can't.
Absolutely. It's not fair on the animal. And they've obviously been through a trauma to end up in a rescue centre anyway. And they was kind of explaining it on the nose, and it's why I went on to Dogs Trust. You can filter you obviously specify and put an application in anyway, and then they match a dog to you.
Hold that thought. Sorry about that back. I just got panicky for a minute and thought I didn't push record. Continue.
So, the Dogs Trust, when you fill out your application form, you state whether or not you've got kids, if you've already got a dog, and you can also state whether or not you're in a position to take on a dog that potentially has like medical issues and high vet bills and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously I tick no because I've already got one walking dead.
And as we know, vet bills can get spenny.
But this is what they were saying. There's a lot of animals. The cost of living crisis has gone through the roof. People can't afford their pets anymore.
No,
So the rescue centres are
full to the brim.
full to the brim. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to get another one, I'm going to adopt. I'd already made that decision a long time ago. And me and my other half were talking about it. So yeah, and he kind of fell asleep. So he will find out on Sunday when he watches this that I filled an application for him.
So both of you.
I did. His name's on it. You're welcome, honey.
Brilliant.
But you can go through and look at the dogs' profiles, and there's so many on Dogs Trust where they are great with kids. They can be home with other dogs. And, you know, it's really, really important if you're going to adopt, not shop, I would recommend that anyway, that you do it for the right reasons and you do it somewhere reputable and, you know, you do your research. Don't just rock up.
Well, I think it's different as well. I think if you've got experience, like you do, if you have experience with dogs, because to be fair, I've got my 3 French bulldogs, and I've learned a lot over the years of having them. So I've been, I think, 8 years I've had them, and I would say I'd be more confident. I could take on a dog that needed medical attention.
I couldn't have kids.
Well, yeah, but I could now, through not like money, but experience-wise, because I've had 2 very poorly dogs.
Yes.
And then back then, if I'd gone, okay, yeah, I adopt this dog and it had these issues, I'd be like, the fuck, you know,
wow.
What am I doing?
It's an experience there. It's life lessons and stuff. I've always had dogs, as you know. My parents bred
I was thinking about that.
Shih Tzus when I was growing up. I think at one point we had something like 42.
Well, I was thinking today, because I was thinking about pets.
Not all in the house. I didn't have 42 dogs in the house.
No, I was time.
No, we had kennels.
But I was thinking about this because I did it. I remember like when I was very little, because I started my early years in my grandmother's house, and she had 3 cats. She had Sooty and Sweep and Jet, and I do remember them. And Jet died when I was quite young. Sooty and Sweep, you know, lived to a long age. But I didn't have pets in my house. Wasn't allowed them, and they tried.
As an adult, you have not stopped buying pets.
Well, I think a psychologist would probably figure that out.
You're trying,
but I think we live in the flat. And they got a cat called Leia, like it's like Princess Leia.
Oh, I like her.
But she kept jumping off the balcony.
Right.
So they had to rehome her.
Yeah.
And then we had a beagle dog for about a month. And that got rehomed sent to Wales, like a family in Wales that had beagles and lots of land.
Okay.
And then I was thinking to myself, I had when I was like 5, I had a hamster called Charlotte.
Okay.
And that was it. And then I was thinking about, but when I went round to your house, animals galore.
There wasn't an animal we didn't have.
And was it Pre?
Oh, yeah.
Pre. And then feel free to talk about your animals in a minute, but I was thinking about when one of the cats had kittens, and there was a boy, and I named him Uzo.
Oh my god, because we've got shit-faced on Uzo in my kitchen. Yeah, we were about 14.
And I remember, like, your mum said to me, oh, you can have him. Like, literally, free of charge, you can have him. I was like, oh my god. And I went home, I was like saying to, like, you know, I was like, oh, I can have this cat. And I'm like, we'll think about it. And then I was like thinking, oh my god, I'm going to get this cat. They then turned around and said no, the day I could take him home. I moved out of the house, I was about 15. And a couple of weeks after, they then bought 2 kittens. Fuckers.
Rude.
Fuckers.
Rude. But yeah, you're right, we did. We had a lot of animals.
But you had animals. Your family had animals.
I mean, we had like a 120-foot garden, and my dad had built like proper, I mean, the RSPCA came round and proved it all and whatever. They were registered breeders with the kennel club, and our kennels were all like heated and stuff. We still had animals in the house. But I was that kid, I'd be walking home from school and there'd be a stray dog, and I'd be like, oh, okay, you're coming home with me.
You're coming?
Yeah, you know, you're coming home with me. I remember coming home from like a brownies night and just walked in with a Dalmatian. And a Dalmatian, I just found this Dalmatian wandering down the road, and my dad was just like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I just sort of found it.
Someone probably like just tied it up outside the shop going and get a newspaper.
No, this one actually genuinely wasn't. The amount of times I've seen dogs like tied up, even as an adult now, I stand there, I'm like, where's your owner?
I could take that.
Because this is irresponsible and I will take it home.
That's an easy steal.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. I bought home loads and loads of dogs over the years. And to be fair, because my parents bred dogs, everyone where we live kind of knew that. So if anyone else found a lost dog, they'd bring it to us too.
Yeah.
You know, we were friends with like the local dog wardens and the RSPCA and stuff anyway. But then it sort of escalated somewhere around the time of my parents' marriage breaking down. More pets arrived. So we went from having, say, like, 20 odd Shih Tzus and a few little puppies, to a Great Dane, a couple of staffs, 4 cats.
What was the ragdoll cat you had? Was it a ragdoll you had? Was she a ragdoll?
I had a Persian.
Or was it a Persian you could put around your neck?
Kissy.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Possibly.
Really docile.
Yeah, we had a lot of them. And then my brother being the only boy, every time he asked for a brother, they bought him a budgie. So he had, if I'm going to get this right, he had 2 budgies at one point. One was called Smackaringy.
Right.
I can't remember the other one. But anyway, he had budgies. And then it was like, oh, okay, parents divorced, mum's meeting new people. And like, oh, all of a sudden, coming home from school, there's a Morris Minor in a cage in my living room, swearing at me.
Oh my God. I always wanted, like, I mean, I wouldn't get one, but I do love, like, the parrots on TikTok and stuff. And my old boss, Diane Palmer, she had an African grey.
So did we.
Yeah. Did you really? He was called Merlin.
No, we had Reggie. So we had Morris, the minor, and then we had Reggie, the African grey. And at one point we had them both at the same time, and they would literally swear at each other from one end of the living room to the other. Sorry,
I put it in my head like this. It was like, her name's Chanel. She's an African grey. Chanel.
What are you thinking?
Red.
I had hamsters, gerbils. Didn't realise that gerbils bred the way they did. Holy fuck!
What about gerbils? African land snails.
I think I had 2 of those. I think my cousin tried to get rid of them against my sister. Pink nail varnish on their giant.
Bill and Ben.
I think it was Bill and Ben.
Bill and Ben.
I think it was Bill and Ben.
Yeah. Memories all flooding back.
Yeah. Look, when I say like it wasn't an animal we didn't have, my dad always had tropical fish when we were little. They disappeared with my dad, but he has now, well, he did have up until recently, he still had tropical fish and koi in the garden.
I love that.
Yeah, I think it's just got really strong.
My nanny Jan, she had a gorgeous giant koi pond, but she had like a waterfall built. She had one in her old house over in Dagenham, and then she moved to Dymchurch. She's got a lovely little bungalow across from the beach, and they built this whole great big whopper. And they took all the koi from Dagenham to Dymchurch. But I think they had a pond anyway, but she like extended it and built this fully functioning waterfall and had all the koi.
Honestly, I think if my dad had a bigger garden, he'd do the same.
It was stunning.
They are, and they're really beautiful fish. But yeah, he's always done that. I think at one point we had, I think it was called sun conure, which is a tiny little parrot. Right. So it's like this big. I've got photos somewhere of him like sitting on my shoulder called Sunny. And you could walk out, put the washing on the line, and he'd just stay on your shoulder.
Oh.
The cutest thing ever. We've had chihuahuas, we've had
the lot.
Yorkshire Terrier. There's not a dog I don't think we didn't have at one point. And yeah, a life without pets for me just doesn't. A house without pets feels cold.
Well, yes, I never had them. So, I mean, they attempted. We did have a goldfish called Fiona.
Cool.
Who I won at a school fete, Sacred Heart School fete.
And fuckers get big.
Which you can't do now. It's illegal to do, right?
No, you can't.
But it was those, that front thing at a coconut, and I just randomly won a goldfish and was like, great. So I went home on the train with this goldfish in the bag. The bag started leaking.
Okay.
Got home, and I was like, well, I don't have a fish tank. So she lived in a glass for a couple of days.
Cool.
And then we went and got her like a little fish tank thing. Long story short, I don't know why or when, what happened, but Caroline, my auntie Caroline, we ended up driving this fish years later to Caroline, to live with Caroline. I don't know, I must have been moving out or doing something. And so Caroline looked after Fiona for years, and she lived for 16 years.
Them fuckers do. I know my eldest goddaughter, my beautiful Emma, she won a goldfish at fair, brought it home, called it Goliath.
Lovely.
And it literally grew to the size of bloody tank and it lived forever.
Well, apparently some goldfish are actually mini koi.
Mm.
Is it mini koi or mini carp? Something like that. And
Mini carp, I think it is.
one of the magic carp.
Yeah, because what you get, like the lakes that my dad fishes at locally, when he's owning the lakes, a lot of people do put their goldfish in the lakes when they don't want them anymore, or
they grow big.
And they grow big, and people catch goldfish.
I tell you what,
they thrive on it.
Are really, because thinking about it, my nanny Marcella, she let me have a couple of fish at her house. Those black moors.
Oh yeah,
yeah, beautiful. They are shit at surviving.
Yes,
they'll just die.
They do, because my eldest had a couple. So his first birthday, my cousin bought him a fish. And the only word he knew very well at that point, because it was his first word, was
no. I remember.
He had a fish called no. That was his first word.
No.
He did. It was his first word. And what do you want to call your fish? No.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
No lived for quite some time. And then when we introduced a couple of friends, it all just went belly up, literally.
Well, I think so. I agree with you. Like you said, a house with pets does make a home, and I think because growing up, I didn't have any pets and stuff like that. It didn't prepare me, because I had a few failed attempts at trying to get pets.
Mm-hmm.
And then and a lot of people used to say to me, "Do what you want when you get your own house."
You literally did.
I got my own house, and even like Tommy wasn't keen on really getting pets, but I was looking at the
I don't think he still is keen on pets, but you have a lot of them.
I know. Well, the first was the cat, Willow. Willow came along and Tommy said, no, I'm not having the cat. So I got her. She was rescued.
And off the back of that, he's the only one she likes.
Well, she's his cat now.
She's feral.
But she was tiny when I rehomed her. But I organised it that she was going to be brought to my house whilst Tommy was at work. So sneaky, really bad. But I was like, well, then once she's here, but we've had her for 10 years. And then I really wanted a dog. I thought I wanted a dog. I was kind of told no. And then Tommy showed me this picture of this tiny, teeny little French bulldog puppy that his friend had bred and had. And was like, look at this one. She's the last one. Well, of course I'm going to fucking have her.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I was like, let's go view her. He's like, no, let's go view. Long story short, we got her. 6 months later, I got Oakley, one. 3 years later, we've got Ember. So yeah, I'm a cat and 3 dogs in, and I definitely did what I wanted when I got my own house.
You did, my darling. Current fiance's gonna have a heart attack when he realises what I'm gonna do when we get our own house, because it's he's gonna come through the door and be like, look, look at this one.
Is it Dr. Doolittle?
Oh my god, I've loved it.
Yeah, Dr. Doolittle.
Oh, just put your teeth in.
Harry Doolittle.
I would binge Harry Doolittle. Oh my god, I would love.
Oh my god, I'd never watched it before, but recently I watched. It's an old film. We Bought a Zoo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
Oh.
Based on a book, I believe. Haven't seen Matt Damon. Yeah,
but I can't say his name without. What's that? Something America. It's that puppets. What's your name?
Matt Damon. I don't know that.
What is that bloody film? I'll Google it in a minute.
All right. But yeah, I love that film.
No,
but pet. But I did. Well, I'm excited because obviously I want you to get more.
Yes, I will happily have more. It's one of those situations where, my other half, he does love animals. He says no. He says, I don't like kids, I don't like animals, I don't like people. But he's soft as arseholes with all of it. So if he comes home one day and I've got alpacas, whole goats, chickens,
all
ducks. If I could get away with it, I'd have a couple of penguins. It's just going to come home to these things and just have to accept it.
Do you know that the fact that I know about is that actually it is legal for you to own a penguin in the UK as a pet? Just that people don't, because it's so expensive, because you have to have all the equipment and the enclosures and stuff. But technically, I didn't know this because was it Daniel Cooper? You went to school with?
I went to school with
Daniel Cooper, right? Really wanted a penguin. And he researched it and told me and showed me. So that's the only reason I know is that by law you can technically own a penguin in the UK.
Okay, I've lost touch with Daniel Cooper, but I feel like I'm going to do a little Facebook dig, find him, send him a message, and tell how do I get myself a penguin?
How do I get a penguin?
They're like my favourite animal ever.
But so I was thinking about that, it's National Pet Day. And then I was thinking about, I did have an aunt and uncle, who always have pets, right?
Mm.
And I remember him saying, and like he had a hamster, and I remember that they have. Hang on.
You're laughing before you
Oh,
speak.
I
I'm not
know.
ready to laugh.
And if I don't stop laughing now, I'm never going to get through this segment either.
Go on.
So they had a hamster that escaped the cage whilst my aunt was making a cup of tea. They didn't realise, it jumped from the cage, it plonked in a cup of tea and drowned. And she didn't realise until she was drinking the tea and she found this dead hamster in a cup of tea. And it got me thinking about hamsters and how, like, hamsters things just always have these traumatic death. Listen,
I've got to stop every time
listen.
I have to stop my scalp.
Right, listen. If you don't have a dark sense of humour now, guys, don't listen to this because
We are unfiltered.
this is going to be like dark. This is going to be dark humour section. So I was thinking to myself, oh God, and then I was like, and I just searched, I was like, hamsters having traumatic deaths. And I found a video that had over 16,000 comments on it describing how their hamsters have died. And I screenshot a few. I was like, because have you ever had a hamster that was like, oh yeah, she died peacefully in her sleep at an old age? But it's always like,
Mine had a heart attack in its cage.
what? That's what I mean. Jerry, can I please have?
Oh, is this what you sent me?
I sent you. I had to screenshot some of the comments I found on this hamster.
Oh.
All right, so guys, again, if you don't like dark humour, because obviously we don't condone animal cruelty, but some of these I just had to.
If you don't, if you're not dark humour, I don't know why you're watching this.
No.
I don't know why you're listening. Go on.
Right. I feel like I need to compose myself to get through these.
Should we take them?
I'll try. Are you ready?
Go on then.
Mine died in 3 days, and the lady at PetSmart told us it was wet tail, which means diarrhea. He shat himself to death.
What the fuck? What way to go?
What's that?
Oh,
Can you imagine?
God.
'Cause I think pets. Do we have PetSmart, or is that like an American?
I think that's an American.
So it's like
thing.
Americans like pets at home.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine, like,
Is your headstone just by shit?
Do you take this shitty thing back in the box and be like, excuse me, it's been 3 days, it's already dead. She's like, yeah, done, it's shit.
Give me a refund.
Why did you keep the receipt? I mean, bless his little console, but
Oh,
I was at my friend's house and her hamster sneezed its eyes out.
oh, what the fuck? Oh my God!
Something that was kind of common on a lot of them. I read a lot of them. I just got a
It
few of them.
sneezed its eyes out.
But there was a lot of like,
Jesus.
there was a lot of like, it exploded. Its eyes popped out. I'm like, how does that hamster explode?
Something I want to know how it has to explode. Well, not getting my children cats.
Well, talking of explode, my friend's dog farted and a hamster exploded.
Wait, what?
My friend's dog farted
Yeah.
and then a hamster exploded.
What, like from in seat?
Like it went.
I'm doing that fast.
And I was like, what?
Oh my God. Don't laugh while you're doing it.
And he says,
No, don't.
he says, my hamster took one look at my cat, had a stroke, and then died.
All right, dramatic.
I think, well, I'm starting to think, I do think hamsters, bless them, are delicate little souls.
They are. Mine died of a heart attack.
Right, so, stroke, heart attack,
Yeah.
saw the cat, had a bit, got a spook,
Yeah.
and passed away. My sister's hamster crawled into the dirty laundry basket. He got washed and dried. That's the fear of mine. Do you know, whenever I do watching and I do like the tumble
Yeah.
dry and stuff, I always double check just to make sure the cat's not in there.
I mean, yeah.
It's
When my
never,
little Rosie Bear was little, like when she was up top, because she used to fit in my hands,
Yeah.
I'd always check the washing machine.
because the cat used to get in the wash basket as well.
Oh, Christ.
I know.
I've got visions of Stuart Little.
This one's savage. This one's savage. My friend's hamster. It's always the friend. Is it really the friend?
I'm not going.
Is this your hamster? My friend's hamster was in the ball thing.
Oh, the little, yeah.
And kind of rolled into the fire.
What the fuck? See you like, run towards it. Like a fucking moth to a flame.
That reminded me of like, I did own 2 hamsters myself. Actually,
Guys have fire guards, people.
well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, how long did it take you to notice a big plastic ball in the fire? I feel like big.
how long did it take for that ball to melt?
Well,
Oh, that's slow, dear.
no,
That is.
It's not
sad.
No, this is that borderline animal neglect days. But I did end up actually getting 2 extra hamsters. I bought 2 little dwarf hamsters when I lived in my nanny island.
Yeah, you did.
And they were a waste of time because I couldn't handle them. They didn't become like handballs, so they just existed. But I used to put them in a little bowl. And my nan used to be annoyed about things being left. And they were 2 of them running around the bowl. She came home. She went, "What's this?" And she booted it down the hallway because she just thought it was something I just left on the floor. So she whilst it was in there.
Do you know what? It's someone I follow on Instagram. I see the other day. She's got a kid's a hamster, and it's rolling around in the ball, but she's taped it round the edge. And I remember doing that after my little cookie hamster was had a night in the flipping pool table, because that's what happened. Bashed into a wall,
It
all
comes
pops
open. Off she runs. Yeah.
So yeah, I remember taking the ball.
Yeah, but my nan just like lobbed my hamster down the hallway. It survived, but yeah, I remember that.
You away.
Yes, I can confirm. Mine farted and then just passed away. I had to explain to my mum that day that he must have scared himself really badly and had a heart attack.
From his own fart?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, how sensitive little son, isn't they?
I think I had some more, but I haven't said them over. But oh my God, I was like, I have to share this because I was on the train as well. Like,
Oh God.
And I was crying. I'm sitting opposite a woman and she wasn't giving me bad looks, but she's looking at me. I was like, kind of like, on the train on my own. Oh, don't.
I mean, if we're going to talk shit yourself.
Right, yeah, go on. Why not?
Not personally. Do you remember what happened to my little bear? When the postman knocked.
Oh.
I can confirm, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago, but like a month ago. Kids were scrapping, being little shit bags. I put my 8-year-olds on the bottom step and was like, sit there until you've thought about what you've done and calm yourselves down. Okay. Gone back through the living room. Ring doorbell goes. My dog's a little bit of a, sun seeker. So she lays by the front door, still glass. She gets the heat. So she must have been in the deepest sleep ever, passed out by the front door. Doorbell goes. And I went, what's going on? So I'm running to the front door and I'm trying to open the front door because I've got a door key to open my front door. So I'm trying to find the key to open the front door and I'm like, wait, what is going on? And there was this brown liquid like all up my hallway wall.
Ooh.
And my 8-year-old is sat on the bottom step and he just came out of her bum. What?
While she sat there thinking about what he did.
And I was just, and that whole postman gave up, I'm just done everything with Poach, but I was just like, what is going on? And I've got CCTV all over my house. So I'm like watching the cameras back, didn't actually see that end of her in the hallway, but genuinely, she sat herself.
So they go ding dong trip.
Yeah, literally, he scared the shit out of her.
She was
Up
channeling.
my wall. I didn't think that was a thing.
She
It's
was
a thing.
just channeling her in a hamster.
No, she didn't die.
No, God.
Bit more to it than a hamster.
Oh my God. I'm not going to name names, but I remember years ago as well, sitting around a friend's house, who we both know, and just out of the corner of both our eyes, we both call it, someone just sort of went past the window. And we were like, what was that? And her little sister had lobbed her hamster out the window. It's the fire. They landed on bin bags.
I'm sorry, but because how's that one surviving that?
I don't.
And another one sneaks its own eyeballs out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's no.
I've,
I'm,
do you know?
I'm unwell. I'm unwell.
I'm going to throw in, because I said I didn't have any pets, I'm going to throw in some other animals that I forgot we had. When I was very little, I think Dad had snakes.
Oh, no.
Right?
I'd rather mine.
But do you know when parents sometimes tell you lies because they think it's a better way of telling you?
Mm.
Right? So instead of saying, so the snakes were just not there one day, right?
Okay.
So I don't know whether they were rehomed, probably, because that's what they did, rehomed, or they died.
Mm.
Right? I said, well, where's the snakes? And they're like, oh, they escaped up the chimney.
I've got horror stories.
So I then,
I wouldn't sleep.
as a child, I'm thinking, oh, so the snakes are up there. And I went, well, what if they got, well, they've probably been burnt alive then, because it was the fire. And
I'd be more worried I'm going to come out in the middle of the night and
Well,
strangle me.
well, mine was just like, well, you're going to fry them to a crisp because they've got like the fireplace. And when I'd moved out and my brother and sister were still at home, they were little, and they got Lucky and Star, and unfortunately, Lucky wasn't very lucky and got run over like quite soon after they got him.
Oh, a little bit.
But instead of saying, "Oh, unfortunately, Lucky got run over," my parents decided to tell my siblings, "Oh, he got a virus. He caught a virus and died."
Do you know what? I do something right as a parent that, convinces my child, all of my children, in fact, things like the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, Father Christmas. I do think there's a level of trauma I am imposing on my children. A giant bunny comes into your house while you're asleep and puts chocolate all over the place.
I tell you what, because obviously Easter happened. Happy Easter. Easter's happened, and I was saying this. It's when I was in primary school. Well, they said on break the Easter bunny's going to come along, and I shit myself at the thought of this ginormous rabbit coming into my classroom. I'm like, where is it? And leaving eggs. I was traumatized over that.
I'm going to have to get you to physically watch this skit. But on the topic of the Easter Bunny, in America they have Saturday Night Live.
Yes. Apparently we're getting it.
We have it.
Right.
Okay. So, current fiance, nothing's on telly, babe. Nothing's. Put this on. And it's this skit, got Jamie Dornan in it. If you've watched 50 Shades, you'll know he's a little bit nice to look at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. So, he's doing this thing, and they've got this skit, and it's like an antenatal class. So there's like these expectant mothers sat on the floor with their bumps and all the rest of it, and then this guy comes in, and he's like, "I'm so sorry we're late, traffic or whatever he says," and he's like, another, he's like, "No, my heart's really nervous." Okay. And he's finally comes in here. Right, and somewhere on the skit, they basically portray it that the Easter Bunny births, 150,000 babies in one go, all these chocolate bunnies.
Right.
Yeah, and that they don't come out of their mouths, that they're pushed out. That's how the Easter Bunny finds out that we eat their babies.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Do you know what? I'm describing it really bad.
Okay, I'll watch it. It sounds awful, but
it's actually hilarious. I had tears. I had tears at the Easter Bunny was birthing all of our chocolate bunnies for Easter. I was traumatized by the fact that we eat their children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that was an interesting skit. But yeah, Saturday Night Live in the UK. Interesting.
I'm going to yeah, I wasn't sure how that would because American humour is very different to British humour.
Yes, it is.
And it doesn't always, some programmes do very well. So like
not everything translates.
No, but I watched, the original Shameless. Absolute classic. Yes. Then the Americans did Shameless their way. Watch the whole thing. Brilliant. Brilliant. But things like The Office, and things like what's that game? What was that show where they like lip sync battle?
Oh my God, yes, I love
But they did one season over here and then they just scrapped it.
Yeah, because the Americans smashed it.
Because the Americans smashed it, the UK one was shit.
Oh,
so like Saturday Night Live, it's very American. I just wondered how they were going to
Do you know what? It works for us. It does actually work for us.
Okay.
Yes, because it's us. So it's our humour.
So it's our humour, but their structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And do you know what? It works. Jamie Dunn's really, really done a good job. And like I say, easy on her.
What channel is it on? You know?
I ain't got a second clue.
I will find out.
You
Google
can
is
find-
free.
Google is free. That's right.
Google is free.
Google is free. But yeah, it's, so while we're we're going back and forth, hot topics this week, the news has obviously been popping off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're gonna put a face.
Yeah.
Right. So on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta bite your tongue with this one slightly.
Okay, no, go on.
Is it Tuesday? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it because I'd be an ignorant bitch if I didn't. And we're not going to get political.
No.
Right? We're not going to get political. No.
Okay.
I'm going to try.
I don't know. I'm telling you what you're saying.
I'm going to try something here, right?
Mhm.
With our dear Christopher.
Okay.
Right. So on Tuesday, Donald Trump gave this countdown that was like the shittiest version of a New Year's Eve countdown in the world as to whether or not he was going to, just wipe Iran off the map.
Mm-hmm.
So in work that day, I worked out what time that would be in our country, and I stays up watching the news, shitting my pants that, all of the ocean floor cables were going to be cut. There'd be no internet. I was double checking if I had tea light candles.
You're waiting for World War III.
Yeah, I was waiting if we were going to be no, whatever. And I know I wasn't the only one doing that. So I watched it intently. Obviously, there's been a lot of stuff he said over Easter. A very specific tweet. So I think I'm going to try something.
Okay.
With you.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to try it, and if it goes horribly wrong, you're going to have to cut it out.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right.
All right.
We have Sherry's Icks every week.
Uh-huh.
They're still coming. While this is up in the air,
Uh-huh.
and it's your favourite thing.
Oh, okay. I'll get nervous. Look at it say.
How do you feel about giving us a MAGA minute?
A MAGA minute? What's that mean?
A MAGA
Yeah.
minute.
Right.
I'm going to give you 60 seconds to get a rant out.
Oh, dear.
Do you reckon you could do it in 60 seconds and start?
But what am I ranting at? What am I ranting at?
Get it out of the system.
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you why.
Mm.
I'll tell you why. Because I would always jump at this opportunity. But this week, I actually had to put my patience to the test because I had someone express their love for Donald Trump to me. And try to actually, this might lead to it. And try to start that fucking minute. Start that fucking minute.
Let him have his MAGA minute.
Yeah.
Go.
My fucking issue is when people talk about Donald Trump or they come up with, they don't know their facts.
Yeah.
So I actually had someone who, I'm not going to say names, but like I can't get away from this person who fucking loves Donald Trump, who came out with things saying that, oh yeah, but we need him. Because we have a military, need it for the military, and started coming out about all this sort of stuff. And the one thing that really fucks me up about MAGA people and about people that fucking love it is how uneducated they are. Because they come at you with things that they have no backup. So I have actually learned, and I actually said, can we please just have a nice Monday? Because I was fucking raging, and I thought, you have the IQ of a fucking single cell amoeba, and it is pointless for me to fucking argue with you because you're thick as fucking shit. So why ruin my day? Because you're an arsehole cunt of a person. There you go. I didn't need 60 seconds.
Well, you did it in just under.
Thank you for that.
It's one of those things, right? So every week something comes up and it sort of like slips in there and you're like biting your tongue, right? This week, obviously, it's been explosive. It's all over the news and this, that, and that. But I thought, you know what? Let's have a little Chris Rain. And I was thinking on the name, thinking on that. I was like, I'm going to let you have a MAGA minute.
It's just people.
No, honey, you've had your 60
No, I'm not going to mention. I just sometimes think people don't realise the dangers in this world and the things that are going on because it doesn't just directly affect them that day. Because one thing
true, because in work today, we were talking about what had gone on, in the Sunday tweet and all that crap. And a couple of girls in the office were like, I don't watch the news. And we were like, we could have literally had, the orange man was in charge of the big red button. It could have all gone really and you had no idea. And I think that's blissfully unaware, but also a little bit.
Well, something else that was said to me was, well, why am I bothered about what's going on in America? Because that's not my country, nothing to do with me. And I simply said, how are you fighting the price of petrol?
Exactly that. exactly that. Because if someone could bring that down, I'd be very, very, very grateful.
But that's just what I mean. It's just you're dealing with people sometimes that, you know, they don't really have a clue what's going on.
They really don't.
No. But thanks for that. That's interesting.
So I've got like a couple of more little bits I want to touch on.
Go on then.
However, we've got a amount of time and I do want to get...
That's cool.
I want to get some of this through, right? So this week, one of my lovely friends did an astrology reading for me.
Oh, nice.
Based around our pod.
Oh.
Like predictions, where we go with it and all the rest of it. So she was really lush. I've got about 18,000 voice notes because she loves the voice note and I bloody love her for it. She basically said, I mean, there's lots even to it anyway, but, you know, she said, what we've really got to focus on, she was like, we've got a good vibe, everything's looking good for us, you know, we're slowly getting there, but we need to start touching on some like big topics.
Okay.
And she said that, you know, for me personally, not you, me, because she did my astrology, not yours, that I've had a lot of trauma in my life.
Yeah.
And I've been through some really big stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I need to gradually bring myself into talking about it openly.
Okay.
It'd be like a form of therapy for me. It'd also be helpful for other people to hear.
Okay.
And it would also be the stepping stone for our pod to go to another level.
Ooh.
It's in the stars, guys. It's in the stars. So she told me that.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's great. That sounds great.
Honestly, I'll let you listen to some of the voice notes. So I'm kind of like, okay. So, you know, I put my box on the internet. Right? So what I didn't realise was, and I'm going to have to change it at the end of this, my email address on my TikTok bio is my personal one, not the pod's one.
Uh-oh.
So I found a random email in there. Right, so what I've done is I've copied and pasted email, the big email I got, and a couple of answers from my box.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just put them on here, so I'm going to let you have a look, and you can start what you want to read.
Oh.
Right, so I've got this one's the really long email.
That's a no.
Mm-hmm. And then...
No, next week, guys, next week.
Yeah. And then we've got these ones came into the box.
Okay.
So I'll let you pick.
I want questions.
Go on.
I want questions.
I think if I just copied and pasted,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's more selective.
Yeah.
And I've got a brain like a flipping sieve. So I don't know what
let me just go through it. Okay. Question. Would you guys ever have your other halves on? Current fiance and the Tommy.
The Tommy. The Tommy.
Just wondering if you two bounce off each other the same way as your partners that love the humour you bring. That's really sweet. Do you want to go first?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Current fiance is a whole heap of energy on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big personality on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd make it all about him.
I know, because Tommy wouldn't be interested.
No.
Tommy's never wanted to be in my TikToks. He's never wanted to be on camera. Tommy is no, I'm not interested in it. He's a why would you describe Tommy? Because he could be a big he's a like what's a big personality? He's grounded, sensible, calm.
Opposite to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much the opposite to you.
Yeah.
He has got a great personality,
Uh-huh.
but it's not one that wants the limelight.
Oh.
If you're curious, he's absolutely gorgeous.
And my marriage, so my relationship with my husband, different. I think we kind of like no, because we're like bouncy best friends always have done. She's my heart girl.
Yeah.
You know, whereas Tommy actually helps me to like live my life and not.
Yeah, my other half's more. We're like yin and yang in that respect.
If I was like, I want to go rob up a bank, you'd be like, wait, I'm in, and Tommy would be like,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, Tommy would be like, what are you talking about? That's a stupid idea.
Whereas current fiance, blah, I like to don't make me go.
So yeah, that's a good one. How are you juggling kids and work and a relationship?
I've literally copied and pasted, not really read them, but kind of skimmed. This person asked me this And I sort of replied and just sort of went, I'm not. Got me on a frazzled day, hon.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's life, isn't it?
Do you know what? It is. It's just life. And like I said, today when my gorgeous little Amy in work was like, what's up with you? Like, do you know my positive self? You're a bit negative, you're a bit down, and I was like, I really am like a crepe flat mood this week. But I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't get a grip on it. And then she was like, well, no, to be fair, you're doing a lot. She was like, it's the Easter holidays, you're working, you've been away, you've come back, you know, you're house hunting, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's a lot and you don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, no, it could be as it. So, you know, pedicure and shag, I'm good.
And I just didn't have children at all. I only worked 4 days.
Clearly someone made better choices.
And I started a podcast with my bestie, so I see her more often. She's like, what's the word? Obligated.
I am obligated.
Obligated to see me on a weekly basis. And that's how I juggle my life.
Yeah, whereas mine's just fucking chaos.
And the last one here actually is, guys, you talk about fur babies. I'm nosy, can they feature? Well, yes and no, because I'm
not bringing the cat on, she's feral.
no, I mean, yeah. Willow is.
I thought, God,
she wouldn't let me.
no, she doesn't like us.
And
she
then
likes the Tommy.
when we film, my babies go upstairs with Tommy. Tommy goes upstairs, goes to the computer, he doesn't want to be around this, and all the babies follow him.
Yeah.
And they do come up and down, but
if you see her sort of like looking from side to side at any point, it's normally because one of them has just sort of scurried underneath.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll do some social stuff, like we'll wait some videos of them and that Rogie.
We've got a lot of them.
Especially if there's a weekend that I'm looking up to Rogie, I could have all of them.
Yeah.
And the cat.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy to share them. It's just I don't know how. And also, like, this is more people listen to the audio than watch it on.
And all you'd get is little piggy noises.
Just get little piggy noises. But I'm sure we can arrange something.
We can try something.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be good for National Pet Day, but.
Yeah, we didn't think that's
no. But yeah. Nice questions, good questions. I think we'll come back to the
email.
Yeah.
Because it hit my personal account. So I literally just sort of copied and pasted it.
Yeah.
Skimmed it. And I was like, oh, that's a big one. So I don't.
It's got mills.
These are my top work, so.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Mills in the headline blew my mind.
Yeah.
Philip Schofield.
Yeah.
Like, leaves mail place to stop.
Yeah. Next week.
Okay,
next week, guys. I'll tell you what we're going to do next week. Because we never actually say about what we're going to do next week, do we?
No, we don't.
But we're definitely going to top.
Are you going to top off my list that I haven't touched on?
We're gonna.
You can do this again. You can have a weekly mag a minute.
I'm going to give you a minute. How about that?
Fuck.
So next week, let's do this email. We'll do more questions. Do this email. We'll do Scott Mills. We'll do Scott Mills because that's worth talking about. And then I'm going to give Sherry a minute.
For what?
I don't know. You can give me a minute, but I'm going to find a minute. I'm going to find.
I haven't done this one.
No.
Because we got caught.
Well, I mean, I think it's safe to say the ick of the week is fucking hamsters, man.
It's hamsters and that RSPCA story.
And they are, yeah.
It's really rocked, man.
It's animal abusers.
Yeah. If you go to Dark Game Shops and yeah, it's all very relevant this week. Can you see why I came in and I was a bit like, don't talk to me?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to call this one. What the main topic of this is. But
my dog said you're a hoe.
My dog said you're a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's.
Hey.
I like it.
We're getting delusional. It's that time. It's that time when we need to wrap it up.
Absolutely we do.
Well, as always, I've had the best time with you.
Standard.
We only did one cup of tea as well this time.
Jesus,
usually like drinking it by the gallons, but I've had a fantastic time. We've touched on some good topics. I forgot what I said in that MAGA 1 minute, so I'm going to keep it in regardless. Because if you're MAGA, you're.
It's 60 seconds, honey.
Yeah.
This is why you get the 60 seconds, because otherwise you would be like, and this would be a political podcast.
And if you are MAGA, stop. Why are you watching anyway? No, but why are they watching anyway?
Okay. So, that was safe. That was safe. I said stop just in case.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't be watching us anyway.
No, they wouldn't.
But
they wouldn't.
I'm going to wrap it up. I need to eat, go to bed.
Yes.
So Thanks for watching, guys, and listening. See us. I did so well this time.
I turned up with a bundle of energy.
And I got my intro and everything, and now it's going to shit.
You know, fuck.
I'm off. I'm off.
Right, we're going to put Chris to bed.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Like, share, subscribe,
Send
send
news.
news.
Actually, guys, do subscribe to YouTube if you can, because we get great comments, we get great interaction,
Absolutely.
but no one's subscribing, and we do shorts throughout the week. So if you have got an account, I'd massively appreciate it. We would massively appreciate it if you could subscribe.
So like, share,
Subscribe. Send news. Bye, guys. Mwah.